Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm by the name Karanyar Justin. I'm here to take you through introduction to chat strategy. Now if you are talking about chat strategy, if you are out there, you need to understand some of the basic concepts before doing other work. Now we are having our presentation outlines. From our presentation outline, the first thing that we're going to look at is chat strategy, and then the second one will be the step that involved in chat strategy. Now let's move on and start with the chat strategy. If you're talking about chat strategy, what does it mean? So if someone is talking about chat strategy, this is a clear plan that guides how you find, collect, evaluate, and use information to answer a chat question. So that is about chat strategy. On a guide, like in case you want to do a research about a certain topic, the first thing or the procedure that you need to follow when making those research of yours, that's what we call chat strategy. So pay attention as we go. There are steps that involve in doing chat strategy. The first one is what we call defining research problem. You need to first understand what are some of the problems in your research. For example, this is the starting point of your research by identifying what you want to study and turn it into clear research questions. For example, instead of soil, you can ask even how does soil erosion affect crop production in northern Uganda. So that is the first step. And then the second one is identifying keywords. You need to identify them, keywords one by one, by breaking your research question into main ideas. For example, from the first step about the soil erosion, the first one, the key point is soil erosion. You have to break it down, crop production, break it down, and then the northern Uganda. Then you will be able to find your research very well. And then the third one is what we call choosing information source. Before doing other thing, you need to decide which source are you going to use. Whether being a book or libraries, journal, academic articles, database where you can even get from Google Scholar. And then the fourth one is about use chat techniques. Like earlier on, I talk about the Boolean separator. That is the use of an or not to do your research. So this will help you a lot in doing your research. The first one, we shall be using and this, and you can only use it to narrow the charts that you're doing, and then you use or to broaden your charts, and then not, you use it when you want to exclude some of the charts that you're doing. And then the third thing, the Roman number B part, the B part of the technique that you need to use is what we call truncation and wildcards. So truncation, this involves like the use of R-skate or question mark when you are doing your charts. Like for reason, you can use farm, then asterisk, you put n, and the possible answer or the possible finding that you are going to get will be farmer, farming, and then farms. And then for wildcards, you can write womb, and then you put a question mark, n with, then you put n. The possible finding, it will be woman, and then woman. So that is about it. And then as we move on, there's what we call also, that's what we call evaluating information. After doing all those things, you need to evaluate. Not all, because not all information is good, but you need to check them. Whether is it accuracy, the authority, currency, relevant. The accuracy will prove is it up to date, and then the authority, who wrote it. The currency, is it up to date, and then the relevant, does it answer your questions? Yeah, that is it about evaluating information. Now as we move on, let's go and look at organizing information. After evaluating, you need to organize your work. Now how can you organize it? By arranging what you find, by taking notes, highlighting key points, and then group ideas into themes. Save the documents. You can either save it in PDF or notebook. And then after organizing information, you need to analyzing and interpreting data. And how can you do it? By comparing different sources, identifying relationship between those sources, and then drawing the conclusion based on the evidence that you made. And then as we conclude, the second last, by referencing and avoid plagiarism. We talk about plagiarism. This is full use of someone's idea into your information. So you need to avoid it, and this always give credit to sources and use citation, avoid copying work directly. And then the last thing, presenting finding by sharing your results through report, presentation, and projects. So this is basically about the basic introduction to chat strategy. So if you find this video so interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow me for more. Thanks for being with me.